Hello. Hello, everybody. All right. Oh, there's people here. That's cool. Okay, let me just get my what you calls. I'll be right back in a second. So I'm gonna get fix this a little bit. Sorry guys. I'm glad that this is like we have some chill moments. Hello, everybody. Hey, Capricorn Emperor. Hey, CE, Erica J. Yeah, guys, I just got back from a meeting, to make it for our lovely appointment today. So let me just orient myself. Hey, Mando V. All right, okay, but we are prepared. We are ready. Have all of our guys. Honestly, okay, I'm gonna wait till people kind of fill up a little bit because I'm really excited about this moon. This is a really This is a really good full moon. We're in this Virgoan full moon energy with the grand. I'm already talking about it. Look at me. Hey, Fraz. Yes, we are in the live. Hey, Jeff. All right. With little fams here. Hello, Debjani. Or is it Debjani? I'm really bad with, what's it called? Emphasis. I put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. That's what it is. Okay. Got my little folder. What else do I need? I need this. Isn't this adorable? Look, it's like Capricorn, my little Capricorn, little clutch. Thank you. I'm getting better at it. That's exciting. Hey, Christine. Hey, DM Daily. All right. Here we go, guys. Yeah, this is a really great one. This is really cool. So let's see. We're 2 minutes in. Is that too quick to start? I don't know. I'm really excited. So let's see. Namaste and delivery. John Schultz. Okay. So let me get myself all finished up. I don't have any coffee. Didn't have time to grab coffee. Okay. Let's see. I swear, I'm very prepared. Put this over here. Okay, guys. That was weird. All right. So, do you have a full moon ritual that you do? Oh, Gabby, I'm so happy that you asked. Let's go ahead and jump right. We're beginning. Everyone else the video's gonna be there so we can all just watch it back. So, okay, guys, this is a super moon. First off the bat, this is a super full moon. Now, what that means is that the full moon is happening a lot closer to the earth than it normally happens. So it's like in the rear view mirror, be careful. These objects are closer than they appear. Well, it's actually, you're feeling it. So there's no removal from how close it is to you. You don't need that little heads up. It's like that in your face. Okay. So that's really important. And here's the thing about this super full moon. I think there's going to be 3 in a row. This one happening in Virgo actually connects with the new moon eclipse in 8 degrees of Pisces, February 26th, 2017. So look back at that point in your life. I actually went through my Instagram and I went through the beginning of February 2017 to look for things that were happening in my life to see what I might expect to kind of come back around for completion and for advancement, for, there's that culmination energy with the full moon energy. So as far as full moon rituals, normally full moons, people, the cops are busier at full moon, there's already that kind of howl at the moon energy, and so with this super full moon, everything that's happening is going to be even more. So ritual wise, there's the rituals are going to come in the Mercury retrograde video, because for the moons, like the new moons and full moons, it's really about going with the flow. So sometimes that doesn't fit in rituals, let's say, for instance, and this is perfect to come up for Mercury retrograde. Mercury goes direct tomorrow, guys. Hey. So it's a good time to go back to your rituals and go back to see what needs to be updated and refined, and kind of, because you might have a full moon ritual where you want to, complete something or end something because you're trying to go with those energies. But the configurations, the aspects that are happening that full moon, it might be different for you. You know, it might feel different for you. So that's all I'm going to say about the full moon rituals, is that it's going to, for me, full moons and new moon cycles, it's going with the flow and seeing like the specifics. But Mercury retrograde, yeah, I have rituals for sure. Marcella, congratulations. Oh my God. So, okay. So oh my God, everyone clap for Marcella. So this is like, yeah, congratulations. Your child could be of very heroic temperament. I love saying that, by the way. So yeah, with news coming to light, there could definitely be baby news, promotion news with this grand Earth trine happening. Okay. I'm getting like, hold on. I just got back from a very energizing meeting too. So I'm like, you guys are getting like the total. That is so interesting. On these lives, you guys get like Natalie. Like you like channeling Natalie isn't really like Natalie. I mean, you get my personality, but it's not, it's just different. Like this is Natalie, you know, or I'm not like, okay, anyway. So hold on, give me a second. I'm almost there. There's something very specific that I want to tell you guys. And I'm almost there. Hold on. Okay, I swear I've got it. Bear with me. Okay, well, I'll just talk about some other stuff. So starting off, we have this grand Earth trine. Now, the trine aspects, people talk about it as if it's easy energy, like it's a given, and that is definitely true. I'm not disputing that. However, it's still something that you could lose if it's too easy. It's almost like if you're born with a trine aspect in your chart. Let's say you were born with Mars trine Venus. Okay, your action principle is trine with your Venus Venusian aesthetic principle. So maybe that makes you, maybe it's in fire signs. So maybe you're naturally athletic. Maybe you can just throw a ball behind you and it just slams dunks it. Or it gets in the hoop, it gets in the basket. You don't even try hard. You just kick a ball and it gets in the goal. And it's just, see how you can take that for granted? How there could be someone else who's like, I wish I could play soccer. I wish I could do that. I wish I were athletic like you. And you're just like, you know, whatever. I could play a game. I could not play a game. It doesn't mean a whole lot to me. See how the trine energy is like a given, but if you don't use it, it's sort of like, well, it's kind of like that. So it's really up to us to capitalize on this. And I'm going to show you where that will be easy and where that will be difficult. Because I feel like we actually have enough tension in this full moon, you guys, to negate that worry or to negate that concern. Okay, here's the thing, guys. I have so many notebooks and so many pens everywhere. And I just make sure. Oh, here we go. I wrote it down. Here we go. I did write it down. Okay. If you can't work these earth trines after watching this video over the next 2 weeks, I have failed you. This should be easy if you capitalized since February 23rd of our new moon energy. So this is what I love, is that we have the new moon video to look back on and then to compare with this full moon energy. So you guys can kind of look at your own charts and see like how it played out, like what ended up happening, and to see how those energies were manifesting and see how you can channel them for the next cycle. Okay. So February 23rd. So did you take that opportunity? Because we talked about it. I gave you the heads up. Look at a second chance, a lucky break. I have a whole story with this. You could be very surprised how you benefit when you let go to flow. Remember that lunation, the new moon in Pisces, was conjunct Mercury retrograde. Okay, there was a lot of like going with the flow and using your intuition to lead you forward. Okay, so now we're here. We're like a couple weeks out, and it's like, well, did you take the opportunity? More importantly, did you recognize it when it appeared? For those of you who followed your gut, you are about to be pleasantly surprised. Okay, guys, seriously, that's how I feel about this full moon, is that it's just like the most. And because it's in earth signs, it's solid. It's very pentacle. So it's not theoretical. It's not taking action to produce a result. This is the result, right? Like, congratulations, Marcella result. Like, that's a result. That's a real result. Like, that's like a literal result. That's like, so it's like what that new moon kicked off. It's not just that new moon. The new moon brought an opportunity. But what this has to do with is something back from early 2017 and maybe even 2016, 2015, around that time for you. So you could have felt like something was dead. You could have felt like something was gone. That's another theme with this, is that at this full moon, over the next couple of weeks, you could return, something could return to you that was lost, that was taken from you. If there was like an injustice, if there was, you know, if something you were trying to do in 2017, 16, 15, or in the past couple of years, you know, if it's been hard to get it going, or if it's been hard, you know, something there can come back. And there was an opportunity to move that forward at the new moon. So if you took that, you're going to see it come to fruition over the next couple of weeks, okay? This is because of this earth trine, where that it just lands in your lap and you're like, oh my God. But you still have to like show up. You still have to wake up, get dressed, put your face on, do what you do, spritz your good spritzing, and you know, you still have to like show up. So if you were, see, remember we had the red flag. We had this red flag over here where Mars was scaring. That's a slip. That's a Freudian slip right there. Mars was squaring Chiron and scaring Chiron, because Chiron's the wounded healer and it never heals. We all have Chiron somewhere in our chart, okay? And wherever Chiron is, that is where our wound will never heal. It'll never feel better. If we put our attention to it, that pain will resurface and we can reanimate that pain and feel it and get really depressed and really upset about it because it will never heal. So the only way to get through that is to use Chiron the way it's supposed to be used, which is helping other people in the way that you can never be healed. That's the only option. That's the only way to get around it. When you see people that look like they have great lives, they're always happy, very optimistic, there's nothing wrong with them, and you're like, they have Chiron too. They've just learned earlier to do that and to be, that's weird. And they're, oh, no, I want to be Natalie. Hold on. I'm trying to bring it back in. I honestly, I really don't want to like channel right now, but okay. So I can't help it. Ugh. Okay, hold on. It just slows me down. I can talk pretty fast, and obviously like when I'm channeling, like it's a lot slow. Hold on. They're giving me something though. I didn't even do my psychic thing. I actually, hold on. Because they're starting to show me cards. They're showing me the Six of Pentacles. I'm going to try not to pull tarot cards, but we'll see what they want me to do because this is unexpected. Okay, so they're showing me Six of Pentacles to talk about nobility of the spirit. That's what this energy, this Mars square Chiron is supposed to be for you. It's supposed to be your opportunity to agitate that wound, to stir it all up. So wherever that happened for you, Mars square Chiron. See, I'm just picking stuff up too fast. Mars square Chiron. Mars was in 4 degrees Capricorn. That's right. Mars is in Capricorn. So 4 degrees Capricorn and the early degrees of Aries, right? Yeah, 3 degrees Aries. And now, so Mars was squaring Chiron a couple of weeks ago. So over the last couple of weeks, where is it here? Hold on. Where is it? Over the last couple of weeks, not only, it's not about you being raw and super edgy, but it's coming up against triggers. So you've been, I know this for a fact. All of us have been triggered over since this new moon, and it's those sore spots. It's that it is raw. It is like, you know, so you've had to really push through familiar obstacles in order to move through the energy successfully. Okay. So if you were able to do that, if you were able to recognize that you were being triggered. So some examples, this could be triggered to do over excess of drugs, alcohol. This could be triggered authority issues. You could have an ego reaction. You could have triggered spending money where you're like, I'm trying not to spend money. Boom, something emotional happening in my life. I'm spend all my money. You could be, that could even be travel. Like you could have triggered something getting triggered and you're like, I'm going to go, I'm going to leave, I'm going to go travel and spending my money. And it wouldn't have logically worked, or it wouldn't, so some triggers. Okay. So look in your guys' charts of the early degrees Capricorn, early degrees of Aries, and what's being triggered. So that'll have to do with all the different areas in your life. Now, what's Chiron doing at the full moon? What can we look forward to? Well, my loves, Chiron is actually being sextiled by Saturn. Okay, so the sextiles are opportunities. The opportunity here is to heal these issues that were triggered over the last couple of weeks with Mars squaring Chiron. So sextiles are an opportunity that you have to take. You got to accept it. So if someone's triggered you, your stubbornness, your ego, your forgiveness, your compassion, someone absolutely in your life, because this is Pisces Virgo. So it's criticism versus compassion a little bit here. It's also other Neptunian ruled things. It could be for some of you drugs and alcohol, for some of you STDs, venereal diseases, for some of you glamour, print, modeling, entertainment. For some of you, it's compassion and spirituality. So you'll feel this flowing through you in your own life and how it's trying to manifest. Okay, but at the full moon over the next couple of weeks, whatever was triggered, you're going to have an opportunity to just cool it down and mature through it. So if you're arguing with your spouse, if you're arguing with anybody, if you're in conflict with anyone or in a situation, you can do it. I'm sending you guys all of my best photons. I want us all to be, as high vibrant, me included, guys. Okay. I was triggered this past couple of weeks. I was like, taking deep breaths and just keeping cognizant of what's going on astrologically and knowing that it's a transit, knowing that, okay, well, I expected this. I expected to be triggered in some way, and here it is. Doesn't mean that you're not going to be triggered, okay? It's not going to make it it's going to make it a little easier, but it's not going to fix it. It's not going to do the work for you. You still have to do the hard work, the spiritual work, the soul work. Can't believe we're already at 17 minutes. Anyway, okay, sorry. Okay, so there's that opportunity. Mercury also stations direct tomorrow, March 10th. Okay, so that'll play out. Okay, Mercury goes direct and it sextiles Uranus in this full moon energy. So that'll play out in your relationships. Focus on spiritual confidence. Oh, hold on. With Mercury direct sextiling Uranus, that is your opportunity that could pop. There could be, you might not have all the information because Mercury will still be in the shadow period, but by April 1st, 10 days, 12 days, they'll, come out of the blue, unexpected. Okay, I'm trying to okay, so I feel like I might have missed something. No, I didn't. So going back to the full moon trining all of this earth energy, and here's what's interesting. Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto are all in Capricorn. There's two stelliums. There's a stellium of Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter, and then there's a stellium of Pluto, Jupiter, and Mars. So they're kind of like, it's like Mars brings up one end, and then Saturn has the cap on it, on the energy on the other end. It's just really interesting. When you have Mars and Saturn, it's either trying to speed with a parking brake on, or it's you will build Rome. Like you will build a empire. Okay. So I know. What else do I have here? Oh yeah, I interrupted myself. Okay, so at that February 23rd new moon in Pisces, over the past couple of weeks, you wanted to act on, whatever was coming up for you, whatever your soul was doing. Remember, this has been about letting your intuition lead you forward, even though it doesn't make logical sense, and trying to orient yourself amidst being triggered, amidst stuff happening, and using the second chance lucky break energy, because it was conjunct Mercury retrograding, and that takes us back to the it takes us back to the eclipse in Pisces 2017. Okay, so now, so the full moon trining all of this energy in Capricorn solidifies It solidifies that opportunity. So if you take that opportunity at the full moon over the next couple weeks, it solidifies into a promise, a commitment, or a tangible, visible evidence of serious intent. Or it manifests, it actualizes. This is serious, guys. This is like real. Like it's it's real, tangible. You can hold it. Okay. It'll solidify. So things will start solidifying. So hopefully you use the past couple weeks to like start to do the opportunity, because this is like the culmination time now. Okay. So if you acted on your intuition, that's what it is. If the new moon in Pisces conjunct Mercury retrograde, I feel called to return to this, to give it another chance, to take it a second chance, whatever. And because it's all an earth sign, it's a grand earth trine, it's extremely stable. Seriously, it's really, 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 really good. Really good. Okay. Sorry, I've totally been ignoring you guys. I just got in the whole thing. Okay. Let me scroll back up. Oh my God, Marcella, it was in 2017 you found out you were pregnant, not 2020. I hope not 2020. That's hilarious. Oh my God. So pregnancy reveals, pregnancy news, guys, that's so full moon energy. So full moon energy. It's like the secret gets revealed. That's really interesting, Marcella, because that's still that. I mean, seriously, you found out that you were pregnant. So that'll be, where is it in your chart? Let me see. Let me see if, I would look back in your chart, Marcella, because wherever that's happening, there's going to be, oh my God, your child is, oh my God, Marcella, your child is probably having some kind of breakthrough in their development right now. Like talking, walking, something. Oh my God, that's so cute. That's so adorable. Oh, I love you. Well, I love you guys. Okay, let's see what else. I'm closing on my house March 26th. Good or bad timing? Ooh, honestly, I would want to look at your chart before I commit to that. I feel like if you're going with your flow, I feel like March 26th, I think that's the new moon in Aries, Jeff. So I think you and your wife, I think you guys are Capricorn, Scorpio. Are you guys? Is that how's that going? I would take a look to see where that's happening in your house. So it's probably positive. I haven't taken a look at the new moon of Aries yet, but because I think March 26th, or no, it's the 24th. It's the 24th. So it is pretty good. I'm going to say, Jet, that's probably pretty positive. And yes. Okay, cool. So I'm thinking that's pretty positive because Mercury will be out of the shadow period. New moon in Aries, you're a Capricorn. So solar. Yeah, that's your solar for the house. That's a new beginning for you, Jeff. That's cool. That's a good timing for you. I feel pretty like 80, 80% confident to say that that's going to be a good thing for Jeff. Okay, let me take a look. Go back up a little bit more. I put Chiron in my coffee. I'm going to take that. That's funny. Aw, no, Natalie. Hey, Bob Marley. Oh, his son is Chiron in Aries in his first house. He's a Virgo. Oh, Lucy, your son's probably such like a confidence. Confidence is an issue. So there could be an opportunity for him to have a boost in ego, a boost in confidence that kind of comes down to a tangible form for him. Let's see, Chiron in the ninth house, spiritual awakening. Absolutely. I thought Mercury goes direct the 10th. Let me check my Mercury. Okay, so it goes direct the 10th universal time. The full moon is in my third house. Communication, all vibrations. So you could be hearing news for sure or communicating important news to someone. Oh, thanks, Fraz. Maybe I'm going to get my chart. Christine Hancock, you can go to astro.com. It's Astrodienst. There's a lot of menus and buttons. Oh, I wish I can explain. You're going to go to Natal Chart, not extended selection. I think it's Ascendant chart, and put in your birth info. It's free and you can do that. You can also go to alabe.com, ALABE.com, and it's a lot simpler actually. And you just put in the information and you click the button, you get your chart. Yes. Oh, yeah. And Cafe Astrology, a free chart there. Yeah. Cafe Astrology, Astro.com, and A-Lab are good. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. That's okay. So Jeff's Cappy, wife Scorpio. Oh my God. All three of your kids are Leos. It's probably so much fun. Aww. Wow, Marcel, you had her in 2017 August after the solar eclipse. That's interesting. That family of eclipses, the eclipses repeat by the degree and sign every, oh, I forgot how often they repeat, but they do. But I think it might be a longer time period. Okay, are we all Capricorn with Aries, the moon, Aries rising, but my Chiron retrograde Leo. Wow, yeah, total confidence. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Oh, this is so freaking cool. So what is Ascendant? Yeah, absolutely. Ask questions away. Absolutely, guys. This is the moment to ask the questions for sure. So the Ascendant means that when you were born, that sign was just cresting on the horizon. Well, I mean, you know, on the horizon, Earth's horizon, everything. So basically, it's your image, it's your face, it's your mask when you meet people. That's how your impression is made. So it's also a filter for all of the other planets. So if this is your mask and this is your ascendant or your rising sign, okay, let's say your ascendant is let's say you're a Cancer rising, you're a Cancer ascendant, we're in a full moon energy, so your full moon's in the first house. Let's say your Mars, your Mercury, your Venus, all those other planets are all going to filter in like a gel, like a light with a piece of cellophane that's red. Now the light turns red. Think of it that way, like that ascendant is a colored gel. And all of the other planets they're gonna send the rays, the vibrations through that ascendant. So even if you have a fire sign, something personal planet that's a fire sign, but your ascendant is a water sign, it's going to come through with that watery affinity, that element. So it's going to be unique. I mean, we're all individuals, but that's what it is. And the ascendant works when you're meeting people. It's not how you make an impression on the internet. That's the 10th house. That's the 10th house. So you can come across one way on the internet and then you come across totally different in life. I think I did that right. Just go ahead and ask if I didn't like. Okay. Oh gosh, you guys are funny. Yes, it is also what we look like. For what we look like, it's the top three. It's the ascendant, the sun sign, and the moon sign. The moon sign is your body. So it's like I have my moon in Aquarius, so that's why I have like an angular like body. Like it's an air sign. Even I'm a Capricorn, so it's a feminine sun. So there's some femininity there. Capricorn rules bones. So my bones, my bone structure, it's a cap, and I have a stellium in Capricorn. So that's part of my body. Aquarian, it's the air. It's more like slender, right? Okay, so and then the ascendant, it's like what is that? If it's a water sign, you could have big glossy goopy looking eyes, or they're really watery. I noticed that with water sign rising people, their eyes are just so like they're about to cry all the time, but they're really gooey and glossy and stuff like that. Fire signs are on the rising look very athletic, strong bodied, but it's all in the chart. Okay, I'm some Popeye spinach. Hey Sarah. We are part of those signs where I think this. Oh, you're so welcome, Beth. I'm honestly, guys, I feel so blessed that I get to just like talk to you guys. Honestly, that we're all on the same page. It's just the coolest thing in the world. Oh, Carsey, you guys are awesome too. I'm glad that we're all like friends here, and that we get to just like have friends on the internet. Like we all get to like, how cool is that? Like, it's so freaking cool. Oh, Lucy, I love you guys so much too. That's so funny. Oh, I was just like saying the name Lucy earlier today. It's just interesting. We are blessed. Okay, this is a full moon, so we're feeling all of this like even more like strongly, even like us. Like how cool is that, right? Okay, that's why I like to do this on the full moon energy too, because it's like we're in the energy like now, so we're talking about it. Okay, so we have like the setup, right? We have like okay, it's coming back from the past. Okay, we have an opportunity that opened up. It's gonna solidify over the next couple of weeks. What else is there? Okay, so we also have the full moon opposing Neptune. And the sun, of course, but the sun is conjunct Neptune. So this feels like a culmination moment in a situation that requires you to take an authentically inspired step towards meeting in the middle. That opposition, you know, it's being as far away as you can be from another person on anything, like 180 degrees apart. Like in the Truman Show, when he's like, "Why do you want to go to Fiji?" And Jim Carrey goes, "Because it's as far away from here as you can go before you start coming back." You know, it's like that. It's like you guys are so far apart that if either of you take a step in either direction, you will be closer. Like, but you know what I'm saying? It's just as far apart as you can possibly be. And I feel like that's where you are when you're being triggered, when your Chiron is being triggered. It's like, fuck no. Ooh, sorry. But it's like, you're like, no way, no way. I'm triggered. I'm shutting it down. I'm spend the money, drink all the alcohol, do all the drugs. You know, it's like you can be totally, you're going to be watching people in your life like that. People that are not, we are all channeling energy all the time, okay? You're going to be coming across people on the full moon energy who are just like, they're not in control of their programming, okay? The stars incline, they do not compel. But you're going to see these powerful energies running around through people that are just like, they don't want to do any soul work. They're not trying to evolve. They're actually running in the exact opposite direction. So take all this beautiful opportunity energy. Someone can take an aspect like this, that square to Chiron, when all this other beautiful stuff is coming up, and totally blow it. I mean, we do it all the time. People do it all the time. That's why we have a lot of planets and cycles, and there's a new moon, full moon every single month to kick it all off. So we get chances coming back. Mercury retrogrades 3 times a year, so on and so forth. So this is going to be a challenge, and that's the point. It's the point of it is to be difficult so that we evolve through the energy. So with this opposition, you're going to want to be in a place where you are channeling the compassion of Neptune and not the projection of issues of Neptune. So when you're being triggered by whatever it is, and you're like, I don't like this, I feel very threatened right now, and it's either because it reminds you of an early wound, that original wound, or it's your own projection of qualities that you are not ready to fix in yourself yet. You don't want to fix in yourself. You don't want to face yourself. You see it in the other person, and they're giving it back to you. And it's like, oh my God, I do what my parent does, and I try to stop that, and I've been stopping it, but you're triggering me because you're doing what my parent does, and by effect, what I used to do, what I'm trying not to do, but you're doing it. I'm not even trying to stop it. And so you're triggering me, and it's all, you know what I'm saying? You can get like so, and then you're like fighting with your projection, and you don't even know it, and they don't even know that they're fighting with someone who mirrors this back and forth, and you guys are just all over the place, right? We want, oh, thank you. I didn't get a chance to like redo it, but so I tried to just like add some volume to it. So thanks, guys. I feel like I finally got the hair thing together, right? Like after having like super long hair and then having it like stick to my head, and then having like, I feel like this is probably like a safe, anyway, sorry. So with this opposition, let me finish this up. Sorry, guys. I'm so excited today. There should be enough compassion or creative inspiration or your own intuition. It's Neptunian energy guiding you to take this step. So those are the positive ways you can channel this: compassion, creative inspiration, your own intuition. There's the fourth option of succumbing to your addiction, succumbing to your projections. But we don't, you know, but that's just like the dark side of it. That's your shadow coming out. And you gotta be like, whoa, get back in there, put the monster back, you know, because we all have that. We all have that little monster that can just, you know, everyone else gets away with being a bad person. I'm just gonna, you know, it's like this pain, you know, hurt people. And we're all here on the Watch Natalie channel because we don't want to hurt people. We want to be evolved. We want to be treated well with respect and give respect and, you know, just live, like just chill. So other people that are walking around with all this pain and they're being triggered, so, the compassion, that's what I'm saying, the compassion, okay? For you to take this step to see it from the other person's perspective. Um, yeah, seeing it from the other, that's the opposition. It's like you both have to take an authentic, meaningful step to the middle. You have to meet in the middle. And don't worry about the other side. You're not in control of that. You cannot control anyone else and manipulate anyone else with your behavior. Like you don't want anything that you have to manipulate to keep. Ooh, that's for somebody out there. Okay. So keep that in mind. Different areas of your life may not be working in this direction. Okay. Or it may cause you to doubt yourself because this is part of that new moon in Pisces conjuncting that Mercury retrograde, that it's like seeing the way forward is like the planet of communication and logic and thinking. It's already in Pisces. It's already confusing. At a retrograde, it's like, don't even try. Don't even try. So with the full moon in Virgo, which is analysis, precision, perfectionism, that's about as far away from that as you can get, right? So it's like meeting in the middle, meeting in the middle. And whatever was inspiring for you at that new moon in Pisces, that was the time to dream it. That was the time to indulge in the visioning, in the fantasies, in the creativity, in the inspiration, in the compassion. Now it's time to walk it. Now it's time to get it on its feet and let it walk and let it go and let it do its thing. And it comes down into solidity so that whatever was triggering you at cross purposes with whatever this is, you have more perspective now in this full moon energy. And it's an opportunity to say, okay, that was a fight with my spouse. That was a fight with my employer or my coworker or whatever it is. And, I thought about it. I'm in this full moon energy. I have these aspects and I feel like I can let it go. I feel like I can let it go. You're getting the help to do it. You're getting the help to do it. It's like catching someone on a good day. This is a good full moon to do it, to make that step. So if there's anything that you want to get through, if there's any little triggers that you really do want to take away the power of triggering you, which is what I am doing. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be triggered at all. I hate that. It's like someone else controlling me. I don't like that. I don't like that someone can just control me like a little puppet. That's how I see it. Guys, remember, my moon's in Aquarius. I'm just like so independent and like no one can control me ever. So for my perspective, for Natalie's perspective, I don't want anyone to feel like they can control me and put me in a different vibration at their own will. What if they say they make fun of me, if they do this, if anyone does that, whatever the trigger is, whatever it is, that's surrendering my power, which is really what the trigger is about. And because it's Mars, you could have felt like someone was very hostile with you. You could have, it would have felt like an attack on you, an attack on something. Like I'm getting like a real strong trigger, right, dudes? So, okay. Sorry. Oh my God, 38 minutes. This is crazy. This is crazy. Okay. So that's the opposition aspect. Okay. I think I talked a little bit about this already. The Mercury going direct, sextiling Uranus. That's the opportunity. Could pop. And this is part of this full moon aspect. So it's elongating it, the energies for this. So instead of it just being like maybe a shorter transit, I feel like this could even carry out over the next couple of weeks instead of it just being like 1 or 2 days. Then I talked about that Saturn sextile Chiron, the opportunities to heal the issues that the new moon triggered. Taking it to resolve these inner wounds sets you free. When you take this opportunity that you're being presented with to resolve that inner wound, the original wound, the triggers, you find the freedom that Neptune can give you because it's spiritual freedom. They can imprison you. They can take you, lock you up on trumped up charges. But if you keep your spirituality and your mind and your heart and your intact, They can't take that from you. That's real freedom. That's what I'm about. I'm about freedom of the spirit and of the mind. And what I do here on this channel is to liberate you, liberate anyone that wants it, because this is the way to do it. It's taking away the power of society, of standards, of expectations, of X, Y, Z, and putting the power back in the self, loving yourself enough to empower yourself, take your power back, letting go of being disenfranchised, which is what we really are when we're being triggered. It's powerlessness, it's disenfranchisement, it's it's icky, it's toxic, it's we want to break out of that. So man, I'm just really, and I'm an earth sign, so I'm just like super into this, like freaking super full moon energy. Okay, so got through that. It'll set you free. That's the point. That's the point of that. That's all I want to say. And you could be set free through helping others in the way that you can't feel like you're going to, whatever your original wound is, your Chiron, read about your own Chiron, first of all. Look, get your chart. Oh, thank you, Lucy. Thank you for the $2, love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much, sweetheart. No, man, I totally forgot what I was talking about. Oh, yeah. So when you take the opportunity to look at that wound of yours and seeing the opportunity to help someone else. So if you were like adopted and you're encountering an opportunity, you were triggered over the past couple of weeks, something triggered you, a sibling, some family drama. And then there's this opportunity that comes up where you're in a position to, maybe you were rude or mean, or like you had something was there in you that was painful, and you get an opportunity to nurture someone else in the way that you were not nurtured. That's just like one example where you can get this release, the spiritual release. It sets you free, because that the only way that pain is assuaged is when you heal someone else. And it's not about healing yourself, because you can never go back and get that nurturing for yourself. You can't do that. Your only option is to obsess about it and create a toxic vibration for yourself. Or you can nurture someone else and feel good about how that makes them feel and derive a satisfaction from that. And with this Sun conjunct Neptune opposite full supermoon in Virgo, the compassion capability for us can expand. For some people, they're going to take that beautiful energy and they're going to be downright cruel. Cruelty is Neptunian. I'm going to change this. I'm going to get up and like move this lighting, because I'm like, ugh. But Neptune and Pisces, it's cruelty. It's like the worst cruelty I've ever seen. Like you take, Scorpio and Capricorn, we're like the hardest, right? But Pisces is just downright sick, cruel. Neptune, it's just like, this is a good time for me to go ahead and like close the blind. Give me a second here. I will be like right back. Close the blind a little bit for the light. Hold on. Okay. I feel like this is going to be better. And no. Okay. Hold on. One more. I think that's going to work. Okay. So, give me a second. Sorry. Oh my God. Okay, I think if I just sit right here, I think. Hey, Libra. 23 degrees, Libra sun in the 9th house, Capricorn ascendant, 20 degrees, intercepted my. Yes. That's actually kind of cool. Actually, I would love to see what your I wish I could see your chart. Yeah, luckiness. Yeah, I would absolutely. Okay. Let's see. So we did that. We have this beautiful opportunity of just compassion. And so, okay, so when people make the decision against that, when people are cruel with you, because you can encounter that. You can encounter some people like just the wound is, it's like, if I can't have healing, I'm not going to help anyone have healing either, because what about me? I'm not judging. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But that's something that you can see, and that's what I'm talking about, that Piscean cruelty, where it's pretty cruel. Okay. We also, okay, this is interesting because in the new moon we had Venus, and I talked about this. I mentioned this. We have Venus squaring Saturn. Venus squaring Saturn. She was actually squaring Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto. I told you at the new moon, I see you feeling uneasy inside through all these changes, so do not feel bad on yourself for lapsing in confidence. I see you're feeling wanting more and more attention, commitment, and power. I saw ahead that the full moon has the same aspect. Venus square Saturn. So you're still feeling out of your comfort zone. This is just, I don't feel like it's that bad. I feel like it's growing pains. I feel like this is a pain that's sort of familiar. It's like it's maturation. It's tension to stimulate the action and change within you. Because remember what I said, like we need squares. Squares provide the tension that we need to take action to do stuff. So with Saturn and Venus, it's very much the love principle, and Neptune, Pisces, it's like the higher octave of love. And that's where you get the spiritual love, where you can rise above every other, Venusian, Venus is so beautiful in Pisces. It really is the fairy tale love, that spiritual love. So the fact that she's squaring Saturn, it's like Saturn is saying, grow up and grow into the spiritual love, grow up into compassion, evolve your spirit, grow up. I'm just getting this, like, grow up with, I wrote down grow up, but I'm just getting that like very strong. So we also have the sun sextile Mars, Jupiter, and Pluto. There's more support for this opportunity from the sun lighting your true path, because the sun is conjunct Neptune. And it's like, you could have like for some of you, it's about a true path thing where you're like orienting yourself for the future, and you are being sort of challenged to follow that intuition, follow your own unique path. Now, this sextile adds this base of support to the grand earth trine. I foreshadowed this for you in the new moon video, because we had the minor grand trine in Taurus, the Uranus in Taurus, early degrees of Taurus, and then that was all trining Mars in Capricorn, in the early degrees of Capricorn. Those two things were sextiling all of the Pisces energies of the new moon. So over here and over here, we're sextiling the new moon. So the new moon conjunct Mercury retrograde was sextiling Mars and sextiling Uranus. And then Uranus and Mars were in trine with each other. So this was giving a boost to this over here. It's a boost of support. And you can look over here in your chart to see where that new moon happened. 4 degrees Pisces. And you can, I told you back then to look in that area of your life for practical funnels and applications of that energy that you can use over those 2 weeks to bring this to fruition. Okay. So there's a little bit of that. So just like in that new moon energy, we have this beautiful sextile from the sun and Neptune over back to that energy. And does it even connect? Hold on. Let's see. It hits all of that Capricorn energy. It does not hit Taurus, though. It's just that Capricorn energy this time. So it's more like the sun and Neptune are supporting the grand earth trine, but it's through the Capricorn area. So this, again, the Piscean energy. So whereas before you can look to the earlier degrees of Pisces, if you have anything in the later degrees of Pisces, you can look to that area of your life, that part of your chart, and see where, again, you can use that for supporting what you're trying to accomplish, or to support this grand earth trine energy of what's coming down into solidification for you. I feel like that sounds really complicated. I can't tell. So so that's why I'm saying, like, ask me questions if you guys need to ask questions. I'm gonna go and look for some comments. Let's see. Proud to share this, Natalie. Aww. Moving a square away. My God. All vibrations. That is so Chiron. Chiron, which all vibration says, I've read about my Chiron, which I basically speak up for others, but had issues speaking up for myself. It's in the 12th house in Gemini. Absolutely. So if you have Gemini on the 12th house, all vibrations, that means that your chattiness, your loquaciousness, your flirtatiousness, all that beautiful, airy Geminian energy is totally introverted. It doesn't get okay? That means you have a very active mind. It's all in your mind. It's like you can even have like a lot of inside jokes with yourself, or the subconscious is very active. So depending on the other aspects in your chart, you could even like have like difficulty sleeping because your mind is like Gemini, like a little kid running around, or like a lot of things to think about, or a lot of different connections being made. But like I said, it's all internal. It's all going on up here. It's not being social. It's not going and talking to all different groups of people and transmitting the information between all those different groups of people, which is more traditionally Geminian. Okay. So if your Chiron's in the 12th house, you can help other people with the deepest suffering. Okay, because someone commented, I'm going to tell you, I have my Chiron in my 12th house. It's kind of like the worst. It's like the worst place. It's like the worst. Maybe the 8th house. No, I feel like it's a 12th. It's probably like the worst. And I'm making a judgment on it because it's like myself, and I'm super hard on myself, like a Capricorn. If it were you, I wouldn't say it is. And I'm going to tell you, like, it's not the worst placement. But look at what happened with me, all vibrations. Pursuing acting in Chicago. Was that helping other people through the deepest? I mean, in a way, well, I was doing commercial acting, so not really, but that fits into my film work. But look at what I'm doing with this channel. Look at what I do with personal readings. I mean, I love being there for people in a crisis. I love being the rock. I love being a pillar of support. I love it. I love being a teacher. I love giving. It's like, that makes me feel full again. Because if I focus on what I didn't have growing up, if I focused on my lack of nurturing in childhood, if I focused on my Chiron in the 12th house and just read about it all day and cry about it all day, is that going to make anything better? Is that going to change my childhood? What happened, what didn't happen? No, it won't. It won't. It won't. And that's why I really mean it when I say it, and when I type it, when I put it all over anywhere. I really mean it when I say how much I love this channel and how much we get to do this stuff here, and that I get to like do this for people and like help in this way that I can help. I had to get over outing myself as a psychic. I didn't want to do that. But I'm really happy that I did, because now we are like, now we're here. Okay. So if you have Chiron in the 12th house, helping other people will help that wound for you, all vibrations. Okay. And okay, and also speaking up for others, that's so me. That was so me. And like every single job I had, I was always like that. Okay. So that's kind of funny. I think lemon water in the morning for your stomach is like ideal, right? I think it's room temperature water. Wants to do screenplay comedies. That is hilarious, because that's like the meeting I came from, is like that's like exactly what I did this morning. That's funny. Cap Sun, Nita Bika. I'm a Cap sun sign, moon sign in Scorpio, but my moon is in Sag. What does that mean? I'm a Cap sun sign. What do you mean moon sign in Scorpio, but moon sign in Sag? Is that are you mean like you're a cusper? Like you're on the cusp of Scorpio or Sag? Oh, hey Carl, hi. Would you consider doing a live tarot reading in the future? You know what? Do you guys? Oh, hey Vanetta. Yeah, I am out of the closet. It's like, I know, but I like it. It's cool. It's okay. It's okay. I know it's actually really great. I'm really happy that I did. I had to overcome a fear, like but that's just like what we do. So here I am, and it's great. Oh my, yes, all vibrations is responding. For those of you that are watching like in 2029 or something, all vibration responded, yes. Oh my God, my mind is loaded. It's true. Yeah, it's like people can see you and not know that there's so much happening in your mind because that Gemini is all in the 12th house. I have created all vibrations. I've created many different families, TV shows, etc. in my head since I was a child. That is so, we're so relatable. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Oh, thank you, Chris. All vibrations daughter is a Gemini. That is so good for you psychologically. Having a sun in your 12th house is just so, it sheds the light in the darkness. Oh my God, I am sure you love your daughter to bits and pieces. Cancer, Sun and Venus, Cap rising and Moon and Chiron in Aries, first house, rough couple years. Yeah, you're in the lunar, you're right up in the lunar, in the Capricorn Cancer eclipse family of the past couple of years. Saturn's been in your 12th house, Jenny. So, no, sorry, Saturn's been in your 7th house, Jenny, in Capricorn the past couple of years. So that's your Venus. Oh, it's Cancer, Sun, Venus, Cap. Oh no, your Cap rising. That is hilarious. So Jenny Lynn is oh, that's funny. Jenny Lynn's a Cancer Sun, Capricorn rising. So Capricorn, so Saturn's been in your first house, Jenny Lynn. So that's still your first house, 7th house axis of you and partners. Moon and Chiron in the first house, rough couple years. Yeah, confidence in not having any cheerleaders around you growing up. So it could help you to rah cheer on other people and making you feel a little bit better in the process. How did you overcome outing yourself? It's super hard for me right now. Oh, wow. Part of it was that okay, so I started this YouTube channel on my first YouTube account. Like when I first was like a kid, YouTube, like an old email address. And I didn't think about it. I just threw up YouTube tarot videos. I was really going through everything that I was going through, actually using during my Capricorn Cancer eclipse stuff, which was a lot of family stuff for me. And I was doing a lot of tarot readings anyway. I was, so I just started. It was just like a random thing. I was working at the cemetery in Chicago. And when people started like really asking me for readings and I would say, no, I don't really do that. I'm just like, I'm not like a perfect, then I started to, then actually the psychic activity, and it's just like, I had been trying to keep a lid on it all this time. And I would hide it from boyfriends until shit started happening and they would start blaming me and then they would find out anyway. So I knew that I only had a matter of time before people I dated found out, because when you, especially someone who's like psychic, so it just like started happening. And so I just went with the flow. And then you guys helped me overcome it, because you guys were just so like accepting and you thought it was cool. You thought it was like a positive thing. You didn't think it was scary. You guys didn't make me feel like I was a freak. So that's what it was. That's what helped me overcome it. So that's why I tell everyone they should start a YouTube channel. I'm like, do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Even if you're not, you will, what I'm like, I would just say, just do it. I'm just like, just do it. That's what it was though. It was like just finding a community of people that also wanted the truth and also wanted integrity and also were, you guys know we're all, so that's what it was about for me personally. being like outing like that, and I didn't think that it would lead to my outing. You know, I just thought it was like, oh, okay, I'm just doing some tarot videos. I didn't expect all of this to happen, so it did. And then I'm just like happy that it did, because this is like the best thing ever, honestly. Oh, it's 10 p.m. in the UK. Aw. Bob Marley, Cap. Okay. Seji says Cap, Sun, Aquarius, rising. Cool. Libra, Moon. Confused because some say my Sagittarius is my sun. Was born December 22nd. Have been watching your videos since you first started them. Oh my God. Cool. Seji, that's really cool. December 22nd. That is Capricorn. That's Capricorn. That is oh, okay. What they might be talking about is the precession of the equinoxes. I wonder if I should do that, a video on that, because people, the astrological community, kind of like tweaks out a little bit about that, because some people talk about Orpheus and the 13th zodiacal sign and how everything moved and how the sky is different and how actually, you know, there's like this whole thing in the astrological community of, I'm not really this, I'm actually this. And so I wonder if that's what they're talking about. Oh my God, Jenny. Oh yeah. I support you, Jenny, 100%. Anyone, link me to your YouTubes. I will support you guys 100%. Oh my God, they're here. Okay. So there's like scouts here. Hi. Oh my God. They want to come in. They want to come in. They're scouting for a movie. I'll be right back. This is weird
timing. Hi, I'm sorry to bother you. Is it okay if we peek in here?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
It's okay?
Yeah. It's super dirty and everything. I'm live on YouTube, so it's totally cool. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber, so it's really dirty. But it's basically here.
Welcome, come in.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so the movie people are here, but it's totally cool. They're just looking around. They just have to do their thing. Anyways, guys, so that's what it was for me. And so if you guys want to send me that stuff, I support you 100% of the way. Absolutely. Okay, so hold on. We are all weirdos. I know. This is a great full moon energy, guys, especially with the earth trine. So you have to use it the way it wants to be used. If you capitalize on these energies, okay? And remember to take a look at your charts to see how and where these energies are manifesting to capitalize it the most.
Right.
I thought she needs a squirrel. I know, I love the squirrels here. It's beautiful. Chiron, Letha Wilson. Hey, Letha. Hi, Chiron. I have Aries in the 4th, but Neptune says square Chiron. Oh my God, you guys have been with me since forever. Hey, Jeff. Oh my gosh. I thought she means a squirrel. Oh, hi, Charla. Hello. Oh, wonderful energy, guys. Okay, so you guys can see, though, how this correlates from the new moon to now, right? You guys see that you had capitalized on that. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks, guys. Okay, they're gone. They're gone. Guys, I didn't know they wanted to take pictures inside of my place. I thought they wanted to take pictures of outside. It's so dirty here. Oh my God, there's tarot cards everywhere. I didn't hide any of my shit. And they took pictures. They took pictures. And I couldn't. That's okay, right? I'm sorry. Every time I look around my dirty apartment little here, it's just like really. I wish I cleaned. I'm so sorry. We need to like end this video because things are happening. It will be okay. FBI busted. Guys, there's like oh my God. There's like outfits that shouldn't be shown. I'm sorry. Okay. Are there any remaining questions? Oh my God, all these dirty dishes, guys. And I had the migraine on Saturday, so I couldn't clean. And I was at the meeting today, so I just like rushed in to do this live. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I got to get over it. How humbling, right? Jesus. It's like this Neptunian. That's Uranus. What did we just talk about? Where was that? Where was it? Where was that opportunity to heal the issues? How exposed am I right now? They just went and took over my life. You could probably have heard them. They saw all of my tarot cards. What else? I'm sorry. Okay. The pictures will be leaked on Twitter. Dear God. Oh my God. Maybe you'll be casting a remake of Saturn. Oh God. At least it doesn't smell, because I have a horrible sense of smell, and the dishes okay, I'm not even going to tell you, because that's like even worse. Turn into the fourth Wally thingy. Guys, I cannot make it worse by showing you in this live. No, I cannot go there. Oh God. Yeah, I'm like, I feel so exposed and triggered right now. Okay. Okay. Is there any, and I feel like I shouldn't even, it doesn't even matter if I clean right now, because it's like they already came and took pictures. I love you guys. I'm glad that you're actually here to make me feel better about it. Blame raccoons. I actually, when I was, okay, so there was a period where I wanted to be a wildlife rehabilitation person. I went and got certified, and I was going to turn my living space to do that. So I actually rehab these little baby raccoons. So I love raccoons. And the little baby raccoons, they actually bark like, ah, ah, ah. So they were little like puppies. And they can't salivate. I'm such a nerd, but let's just forgive this. They don't salivate like we do. So they, you need to have like, water for them, because they wash, it looks like they're washing their food in the water, but it's because they cannot salivate. So they wash their little kibbles and bits, and then they, okay, I'm really rambling now. So be you, you're not your apartment. Oh, that's what I needed to hear. Sane Boone, thank you. You're right. You vouched the pictures were photoshopped. Oh, I love you guys. I love you guys. Okay. We were here for an hour. That just flew by. It just was like, whew. Oh, this was fun, guys. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go. This was so fun. This is like a really fun reading. Guys, I'm excited to do this for the new moon. We're gonna take a look to see. This is turning into like equal parts psychism, tarot, and astrology, this channel. So it's just so freaking cool. It's way cool. So I'm excited. Let me know how this works out in the comments below. Okay, guys. So go out there and get it and do your very best. Okay. I love you guys forever. I'm sending you all the best photons, and thank you for all of the photons back. Thank you guys for the photons. I love you guys forever, and we will talk soon. Bye.